there's nothing quite like wrapping up the regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Mississippi State's offense will have the first crack at it in this one. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a double.
And it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next.
Snatches it on the right. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. Mississippi State right back to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Blast is way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. To the air, it's Coleman Hope. Big fella moving. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. He'll pull it on the read. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive, and it came. What a beautiful touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Utah Utes offense will take the field for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those.
Breaks into the open. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Hauls it in. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Utes really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Gives it on the option. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
He might want another play. Wilson will throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Complete. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. The Utes will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
Gets the back moving. Leaves it with the back. There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Utes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll ride the hot hand. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take up the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running.
And he's got it! Touchdown, Utes! The extra point here would tie the game.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Back to pass, it's Coleman Hope. It's complete. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down. The Bulldogs are in the hurry-up.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? They'll move the wide receiver. Little touch pass to the receiver. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. They want to get this defense on its heels. To the air on 2nd down. Finds his tight end. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Tight end now in motion. Off play action. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Napier. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Wilson to pass. Here's a heat. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. The give to the running back from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Or will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Utah! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man, it's Boykin. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Utah has the lead here. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. Back to pass on 2nd down. Might be looking to run. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Mississippi State going up-tempo. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the 1st down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. And the Bulldogs have their offense in high gear. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the 1st down.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Fires to the middle. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
Well, no surprise there on defense, right? You know the QB is going to be trying to target this guy. Nice job in coverage, forcing that incompletion.
Scanning the field, it's Croman Hope. This time he's got it. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked. And on that one, it has a fresh set of downs. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. They'll send the back in motion. Makes the catch. It's Reynolds. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They'll try to snap it quickly. Send the tight end in motion. The give to the back. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Complete to the left. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. That's caught. It's Napier. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside. Defense.
The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Clemens. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Wilson will throw. Makes the grab. Still running at the 40. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Gives it on the option. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pick up of 10 and a 1st down. The Utes pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They're going to ride this running back. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4th. Back to pass. Quick strike complete. Turning it on. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains because of his ability after the catch.
Looking for the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Utes! There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Gets it out quickly. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line getting set on 2nd down. Keeps it on the bootleg. Got his man downfield. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Mississippi State right back to the line. The play action fake. He'll get rid of it. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against a different defense.
Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. Power football with the run. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They get to the line quickly.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
They'll run play action. On the move, he fires. Grabbed over the middle. It's English. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wilson to pass. Moves around to clear up the vision. Took a shot as he threw. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Finds a soft spot in the middle. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the Utes decide to punt it away. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. And here comes the punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon. Oh, the fake, the up man looking for room. And the gamble pays off as they pick up the 1st down. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the 1st half. The Utes have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
We're only in the 1st half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm.
And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Pocket breaking down. Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down. Doesn't convert this time. And the Utes line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. To the air, it's Coleman Hope. Tight end finds a soft spot. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Caught in the backfield. It's Beard. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Boykin. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. At the 40, there he goes. They bring him down first down at the 35. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Just tried to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
Wants to throw on third down. Makes the grab. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Wilson will throw. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Flushed out of the pocket. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and goal, they'll throw it. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They want to throw it. Touchdown, Utah! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something we practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
Mississippi State will put a foot to it to crank up the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll start the third quarter with the run. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Here's the pressure. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. The Utes will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Still on his feet. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Got it in the middle. It's Boykin. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Back to throw. It's Coleman Hope. Here comes the heat. Working on the right. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Well,
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Trying play action. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Bringing it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. And he tried to put the touch on it, but it's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They go to the ground. Sweet cut there. They finally rustled out the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. And the Utes come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll try the run. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game.
Touchdown, Utes! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
That makes the score Utah 35, Mississippi State.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Gresham. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Looking downfield, it's Croman Hope. Throws to the tight end. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Looking for room. It's Parker. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Parker. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Under fire. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out.
Hold.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The Utes will bring the punt team onto the field. And they'll fake it again. And they roll the dice, and it ain't snake eyes. They pick up the first down. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wilson to pass. Makes the grab. It's Briggs. Breaks into the open. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. And the Utes are moving quickly down the field. To give to the back. Nice pick up on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the 2nd half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. The Utes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
Touchdown, Utah! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And how about this offensive line? 3rd and goal, you got to have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on the running back to score that touchdown.
42, Mississippi State, 21.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Gresham. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Boykin. And he's brought down after a huge completion. The Bulldogs want to pick up the tempo.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. And the Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Leaves it with the back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Makes the grab at the 10. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Wilson will throw. Get it out to the supersonic guy. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. So 1st down will open up the final period. We've reached a break. It's Utah holding the lead. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll run it out of the shotgun. There he goes! And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. And the Utes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. That'll be it. first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the fourth quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
The Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going to try to get it himself. Crosses the 30. He's got away. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. And the Utes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Holding.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. The offense set for a first down play. Snap in the shotgun. Bring in the heat. Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. And the holder will place it down on the left hash. A 47-yard try coming. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Offense set on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Rushes on him, and he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Touchdown, Utes! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Back to pass, it's Croman Hope. Pressure coming. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on second and 10. Back to pass. This time it's complete.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offense is really
Slips a tackle, and he's got room. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Here's a heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense trying to take it back. Touchdown, Utah! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And how about this defense, man? They just keep making plays. Another forced turnover and another touchdown, man. They don't just scoop these fumbles up. They're scooping them up with the intent to score. Their second fumble return for a touchdown today.
He'll bring it out. It's Gresham. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Boykin. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Bulldogs come to the ball, trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Surging forward on the sneak. No need to get too cute there or overly creative. Just push the ball forward and get the first down.
I completely agree. I hate when people get creative. Just easy money, downhill, run the QB, get the first down.
They'll give it to the back. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Illegal blocking back. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. Looking to pass. It's Croman Hope. Oh, they're after him. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Off the play fake. He lofts one down the sideline. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Looking for more room.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. On the run, it's Brady. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Utes!
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
That pass is incomplete.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Looks as if we have an injury on. Turning it on! Makes it past the marker. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Good work up front to get that first down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Utes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. And the Utes getting set on 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Loved working with you guys. Loved being in the booth. Loved covering these football games. And I'll tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding the sport, man. Let's just keep loving on it. And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking over.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown in the final play. The denouement, the epilogue, the finishing touch.